Hey everyone, so for this week we're continuing with our actual filling in color for our Miya concept, and as you can see I'm kind of having a little, I guess you would call it technical difficulty in some spots. I'm trying to figure out the lighting here. I want to make sure that it's gray, but I don't want it too gray, so the gray is really just so you can see the contrast of the light and dark. Plus, when I work on the actual image for the finished product, it's going to have the actual sky. That's what it's going to be. And that's kind of what we want. So this week for our Miya concept, there isn't going to be a lot of talking, because when you end up doing this or watching me do this, there's not much to explain because it's what we did last week, and that's just filling in the color to kind of mesh with the rest of the image. So that's what we're working on right now. Alright, so for this part, we'll bring this down and use this this, since I messed up on that one, we want to do a different layer. And the reasoning for the eyes is so that you can see the difference of coloring. We're going to go back to select. Since, as you can see, there's like some spots that are a little jagged, and this is something I could explain. Is sometimes it doesn't pick up all of the sketch lines. So as you see, like some parts are really dark and then some parts aren't. Now, you can kind of just ignore it when it's working on little details right here, and sometimes you have to fix it. And that's because it needs that darkness. Actually, undo, because I want to back out. And the reason why I back out, because you guys are wondering, is like, why are you doing that? You just were filling it in just a second ago. And that's because I want to have it completely clean. And so when we do the select, it's going to be certain areas are going to get that color. So I'm going to make sure. There we go. So that's everything that I want brown. And I want it one color first. So I want it all like this light, ugly looking brown, I guess you could call it. And we're gonna get it a little darker. In the center. Okay, and this is where I'm gonna actually deselect, and I only want certain spots to be selected. I'm gonna zoom in. Right here, I'm going to deselect. Alright, and fill in here. We're gonna get it a little bigger here.
watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure, mountains in the way couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand, open arms. This is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made.
You don't want the buckle to be like super dark, you still want to be able to see it. Alright, and this is where we'll swap to light. So actually, what I want to do is merge down. Oops, I did that backwards. So we want it to merge down. Ooh. Yeah, merge. I just merged it on the wrong one. Control E. Okay. There we go. Sometimes I've noticed that there's a slight issue, and even if I went Control E and merge down, it doesn't show the actual bottom layer, which it needs to. And so what you gotta do, or what, there's another thing you can do, which is what I'm gonna do, is actually just erase everything that I didn't need, except for, and this is where it gets a little tricky because you don't want to erase too much. So that's erased. What you could do, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to select, let's see, Control D, I just want to select this, so that I could Control I, sorry, it's Control Shift I, if it would actually want to inverse for me here. Well, Shift Control I is what it is, and sometimes it doesn't always want to work. And sometimes it does. There it goes. So what you want to do now, since you have that, it's everything else but what is selected. So all here has been filled in. And now Control D, Control E, to merge down. Now we have that. So actually, as I just realized my alarm was going off on my phone, that kind of went over a little bit, a whole minute again for this week. So what we're gonna do is, well, I'm gonna do to kind of like cut this time frame off a little bit is just fill it all in from here out, and then show, I'll just speed through the rest of this for the next time, and if it doesn't fit in the 15 minutes time frame, then I'll condense it for the next video, or just as I've done before, fill it all in and then show you guys what I have accomplished or finished the last bit and fill everything in. So hope I guys can see you guys next week. So laters.